Coaching. Staff make plays like that.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. A run with Ogunbowale. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 32-yard line.
Here's Ogunbowale. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Holding, receiving team.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. 47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47. Hey, let's get in that hole. 47's the Mike, 47.
To throw is Jackson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They got some guys who might need a year or two on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
12 yards there and a 1st down. On the run, it's Davis.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Bob Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They run it. It's Ogunbowale, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Jaguars.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark.
Minshew's pass.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 110 yards.
When you turn in good, consistent performances each and every week, you will rank in the top 10 in the league in receiving yards, and he's number 7 currently, hoping to move up this time.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
2nd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Looking long for Tom. He's got a man. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And the Titans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Josh Lambo.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A handoff here to Ogunbowale, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The ball carrier.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
3rd down.
Out of the gun is Minshew, and he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Intended for LaVisca.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It got his man complete.
That's good.
A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 27-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Davis. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They keep it with Davis on first down. Now Davis fumbles it, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovered by Jackson.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Under review.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, check. 47.
Now Davis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Lambo on for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain, and, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They run for the first time with Divine Azigbo. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And here's Joseph Charlton now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A first down carry for Davis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Good. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They'll run on first down. Davis. And he's going to be out of... But not before he takes it inside the 40. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
on first down. It's Davis. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
37-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Davis. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Michael Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And that stretches the lead to 27. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got it. And all the way down to the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Minshew. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It'll be Minshew again. He drops this off to Ogunbowale. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Tyler Eifert.
Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the right hash. It's a 46-yard attempt.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24.
7. Jaguars 3.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we head down south to...
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently, we're going to get right back to it. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will make it into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. They will find Davis. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Davis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to Davis. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. A dump off for Davis. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Davis. 10 more.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To throw again is Jackson. And he fires one incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. And it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessful.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Titans, gain of 12. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
The 12-yard line.
On the carry, it's Davis. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Davis again.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Here's Love again. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Bryce Love, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was all capped by Bryce Love's touchdown run.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Looking to throw on second down. Minshew, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The All-Pro in two positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Pass. Complete.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Jackson on first down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Jackson's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Minshew throwing on third down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And an update from the Circle City up in Indianapolis. And it's the Vikings who have moved out in front in that ball game. Kirk Cousins with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. And that'll make it third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You are X. 13.
If you know, you know.
Delay of game, offense.
No. If you know, you know.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike's 47. Mike's middle. I got you. 47's the Mike, boy.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Forced out to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
47's the Mike. 47's the Mike. We want this. 47's the Mike.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to keep it here. 20! And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Steps away to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
It's fourth and goal.
They'll run for it with Davis. And this time he is in. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special